Good evening. My name is Sharonda Murchison, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to teach preschoolers the proper way of washing their hands. If I was a preschool teacher at the beginning of the school year, the first thing I would do is teach the children the proper way of washing their hands. A lot of times I see when children come in, the first thing they do is pump a whole bunch of soap in their hands and scrub. But then there's no water there. You don't actually get the scrubbing until you actually have water. So today we're going to talk about the proper procedure of washing your hands to make sure that you get as many germs off of your hands as you possibly can. So the first thing that we're going to do, and I have a visual here of how to wash your hands properly. The first thing we're going to do is number one, we're going to, first of all, we got to have water. So the first thing we're going to do is wet our hands. You can put your hands up under the water and make sure your hands is good and wet. Um, Once the child has got their hands good and wet, the second thing that you're going to do is get maybe 2 pumps of the soap. A lot of times now in the classrooms, you have the hand sensitive where all you have to do is put your hands up under the soap. Maybe 2 pumps of good soap, um, and then once you get the soap in your hands, apply enough soap in your hands that you'll have plenty of suds in your hands. Make sure the child have plenty of suds in the hands. You're gonna scrub the palm of your hands together. Make sure they know to scrub the palms of their hands. A lot of times they teach us in healthcare 20 to 30 seconds. Maybe the child don't know quite yet how to count to 20 or 30. So I like to tell the children in Sunday school, sing the happy birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And then in the midst of scrubbing them palms, we got to make sure we interlock. We're going to interlock right here. It tells us to interlock our fingers together. And interlocking those fingers, you're going to scrub as well with the interlocking of the fingers. Not only with your fingers interlocking, but also um, you're going to make sure right here it tells us that we have to scrub the top of our hand. Make sure you scrub the top of one hand and then the top of the other hand. Once you do the interlocking of the fingers, scrubbing the tops of your hands, then you're going to make sure you do the thumbs. You're going to scrub both thumbs. Do the same thing. Make sure you scrub, and then once again go back to scrubbing the palms of your hands as well. After you make sure that you have scrubbed the palms of your hands, you've scrubbed the interlock with your fingers, and you've done both thumbs. Now it's time that you can put your hands back up under the water, rinse both sides of the hand, open the fingers up wide so that the water can run down in the fingers. Make sure the soap suds is off of your hands. Between the fingers, sometimes the soap sud bubbles can get in between your fingers, but you're going to make sure that there's no bubbles in between your fingers, not in your hands, not on the backs of your hands. And at that point, once you have washed your hands really good, a lot of the schools now, again, have the paper towel holders where you could just stick your hand up under there and the paper towel runs down. We suggest 2 dry paper towels. Once you get your 2 dry paper towels, You're going to dry your hands really good. Again, just as you interlock, you're going to dry your hands really good with the paper towel. Once you dry your hands with the paper towel, don't touch the trash can lid. You are going to drop the paper towel in the trash can. Make sure your wet paper towel go in the trash can, and you're finished washing your hands. That is the proper way of washing your hands. Now, a lot of times, kids do things different at home. So it's always good for the first week or two. Maybe it wouldn't even hurt for the first month of school that you would practice the proper hand washing procedure with the children throughout maybe breakfast, lunch at school, snack, and then just do spot checks periodically throughout the year. Also, it would be a good idea if you would have signs up around the sink area. This ends my presentation. Thank you.